course, I know the place is small, but I will try to speak as well as possible. It's impossible to start this press conference without saying thank you to be there, and starting with the new corporate signature of the brand.
What is beyond music? When it takes us over and brings us somewhere else. What is beyond notes, instruments, orchestra? When harmony reveals the purity of its flow. What is beyond fingers, hands, senses? The moment when the soul is released and surrenders to itself. Elusive, the sound reveals its secrets only in its tiniest whispers. Listen beyond.
So, we are at a crazy moment for the brand. And we are happy not only because of the new signature of the brand, launched last year, Listen Beyond, but because our results are quite good. We increased during the last 2 years our turnover around 30%, and it's really a question of quality and innovation, because we want to continue to innovate and to create things, and that's why we invite you to be there today. And we want to continue to invest on all subjects. This is the case for the moment with our new facilities, new cabinet manufacturing, Focal Ébénisterie Bourgogne in Burgundy, center of France, new facilities, a new way to manufacture cabinet, especially for our high-range cabinet, Sopra, Utopia, Electra, and so on. We've just launched a few weeks ago a new Pro Audio line of product. This is Shape, and we have the first order are really interesting. We continue to innovate on the Pro side, and you can see here in the driver the Flax technology. The last year, in June, we launched 2 new headphones dedicated to home use, Elir and Utopia, and it was a huge success for the company. And here you have a picture of the Tournaire partnership. This is a jewel dedicated to the Utopia headphones. They are Elir and Utopia, French manufacturing in Saint-Étienne. Of course, we continue to innovate on car subject. Here you have the concept car of DS, E-Tense. It was the opportunity to create a special finish for Scala Utopia, but this car is full equipped with Utopia system. But the main subject concerning car audio was the launch of the new Peugeot last year. It was the first OEM partnership for Focal brand, the new Peugeot SUV 3008. At the moment, they sold 5 times what they expect to sell concerning this car, and the level of equipment with the Focal system is 3 times better than with the previous equipment. Let's discover this equipment of the car. it was just a few words concerning the brand and concerning the group. Please let me introduce Raphaël Triomphe. He will talk about the surprise of the day.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, hello everyone, thanks for being here. In fact, today I'm very lucky to be here because myself I'm going to talk about a crazy object, crazy speaker, a myth even for Focal. I'm going to talk about Utopia. A bit of history before to start. Utopia has started in 1995 with the third generation of Utopia. At the time, Jacques Mahul designed a concept loudspeaker just to promote one technology, one key technology for driver, the W-cone technology, in the 1995 Paris Audio Show. And then this speaker gave to Focal the legitimacy to be able to be one of the most impressive actors in the high-end industry. It's not everyone who can play into this playground, I would say. And with this third generation, it allowed us to be one of those lucky actors. Then in 2003, we continued to innovate with this time the new beryllium dome. Focal at the time was the only manufacturer to form the beryllium dome ourselves in the factory in Saint-Etienne. And then finally in 2008, we launched the third generation of Utopia. It's quite easy for me to talk about this line because at the time I've been the R&D project manager, the lucky one, who was able to work beside Gérard Chrétien. And at the time what we wanted is to move forward, to always push the limits, to make a huge, a big gap between Utopia 3 and Utopia 2 and 3, sorry. And then the two main innovations at the time was the EM technology for the bass and also the infinite acoustical loading tweeter for the high frequencies. Those two drivers were really the backbone of the spirit of the Utopia. So as you can see, Utopia, the DNA of Utopia, the philosophy of Utopia is excellence, is innovation to do what cannot be done without any limits. And then it's following these spirits that today we are all very proud to introduce to you the world premiere of Utopia 3 EVO. So what is Utopia 3 EVO? It's an evolution of Utopia 3 line, following two main things, the quality of sound and the cosmetic design. Two models will be concerned by this evolution, two star models, the Scala V2 and the Maestro. Okay? So let's start with the quality of sound. What I can say is every single register have been improved for both Scala and Maestro. Okay? Let's start with the high frequencies and the tweeter. So first of all, I tell you that everything has changed, but we haven't changed the tweeter itself. As I said before, this tweeter, infinite acoustical loading, for us is the best tweeter we've ever made in Focal. It's fully opened on the back, and it gives them a very refined sound, very delicate sound, and our very thin and light beryllium dome, less than 22 milligrams, can move very freely in and out without any constraints. So for us, impossible for the moment to improve this tweeter. So what have you done to improve the quality of sound? You can see that we protect the dome with the green. We have worked on the crossover. So we have a completely new architecture of crossover with new components. Clearly, since 2008, the component manufacturer, as you know, have improved a lot their performance. And the goal to do so was to improve the sound, to reduce the distortion, and to get more musicality. And it's what we've done. A small detail concerning the crossover and how it has been made. Our engineers have made the selection of the critical components, the ones that are in serial with the sound, by many listening sessions to finally find the best component brand that will give us the best results. Now, the mid-range. So this time we have improved the driver by implementing the latest technologies of Focal, starting with the TMD suspension, Tune Mass Dumper. The aim is to dump, to cancel the bad behavior of the suspension that we can have with classic half-roll suspension. And then we had mass to do so. As you can see on Utopia, as it was already a very good suspension, we correct this with only one ring. The other technology we have implemented into the mid-range driver is the NIC magnetic circuits. The technology of NIC is to obtain a more stable magnetic field by adding a perfectly designed Faraday ring. And it's the case with our power flower motor. And then at the end, for the mid-range, which is for us one of the most important registers because it's where you can get all the emotion, all the small details contained in the music. With the new, this new driver, we have a gain of 5 dBs less distortion. So it's quite impressive. Another measurement, this time domain. You can see that with this new driver, we have a smoother frequency response and a better response in time. So it's faster mid-range and better defined again. Now, and finally, I will say the bass. No change on the driver side because we did the change concerning the Scala from Scala V1 to Scala V2. The main difference was the bass. So we kept this driver, but we improved the bass by doing some acoustic study concerning the damping, the internal damping inside the woofer cabinets. And our engineers have discovered new material that allow to mix with the previous material we were using to have more precise bass, more faster bass, just by playing with acoustic material inside the cabinets. Of course, the Maestro keeps the MDS technology, magnetic damping system. It's based on the EM technology, and the goal is for the final customer to adjust the bass response in respect to the size of the room. And for the Maestro, we have kept this technology. New cables also, new internal cables to have a better natural sound and tighter bass again. And the latest point, on dedicated markets, we had a strong request to have the bi-amping or bi-wiring capability on Maestro and Scala. It was the case on Stella and on the ground, but not on Maestro and Scala, so now it's the case. And then, again, for the final customer, he will be able to have more possibilities to play with the loudspeakers, depending on his taste. So I finished with all those points concerning the quality of sound. Of course, after the press release, if any of you have any questions, I'm here to answer more deeply to the questions you could have. As I said, Utopia EVO was concerned by 2 points, the quality of sound and the cosmetic design. So now it's time, finally, for you to discover our new Utopia EVO. Ready? You ready? So it's the Scala 3 EVO in metallic blue finish. So we have implemented our new logo. Now the baskets are painted in black, and we have new finishes. So metallic blue, this one, and also ash gray for the Maestro on the back of the room. Also available in white, in this wonderful flat. Also in metallic blue, then for Maestro. and here the Scala in ash gray. There are two